So as I say, the Romans invaded in 43 AD. The Emperor Claudius needed a triumph to make himself look good, so he sent 4 legions across the channel, and a legion was 5,300 men. They were supported also by auxiliary soldiers. The private soldier of the legion is called a legionary. He signed on for a period of 25 years, and during that 25 years could not make a legal marriage. If he was married when he joined the army, the actual process of enlistment was an automatic form of divorce. So we will take male recruits immediately after the display. It's the ancient writer Vegetius tells us what you need for an ideal recruit into the Roman army. Let's have a look at some of them now. So Vegetius tells you need a chap with a good build, comes from a trade like blacksmith or farm worker or something like that rather than a tailor. Good legs for marching, good limbs for building fortifications and also for fighting. He tells us that they need a full set of teeth, good eyesight, good hearing, and a full set of genitals. Does that let you out? Yeah, bloke says that lets him out for a start. Am I allowed to say the word genitals nowadays? You all went quiet when I said the word genitals. You can see they've got these helmets giving a great deal of protection to their head, like sheet pieces either side of the face, big neck guards on the helmets, and reinforcements here to take sword blows on the front of the helmet. Some of them are wearing strip type of armour, and in archaeology, metal detecting, on a military site, bits of this armour is found very often, particularly the hooks and the hinges, the brass hooks and hinges are a very common find on archaeological sites. This type of armour is made of plates of metal riveted inside to leather straps, and this makes it quite flexible. But the Romans also continued to wear a type of armour we call mail, that is made of rings of metal which are interlocked. This is far more comfortable to wear and also needs a lot less maintenance. Madam, it gets more exciting later. We're going to shoot the artillery pieces. Never mind. Can't please them all. Where are we? Military belt. A leather belt with decorative plates riveted to it. And on the front of the belt, this peculiar apron for the protection of lower stomach and private parts. Although we find this more psychological than practical. On their feet, tougher leather sandals or boots, and you'll see in the bottoms of the boots numerous hobnails which protect the leather. And this is another common archaeological find. Sometimes you find roof tiles, where before the roof tile is dried, is set, you get an imprint of one of these hobnails in the tile, in the roof tile. They carry a large shield. The shield is made of laminated wood, and he uses his shield to knock you off balance, bang you in the face, and stab you with a short sword. And finally, on the left side, they carry a short dagger. We have various officers attached to the legionaries. But first of all, before we look at them, we look at these two legionaries with their marching packs. 3 legionaries with their marching packs. This is the soldiers on the march. Their helmets are hanging on their chest. They've got leather covers over their shields. One of them has just knocked all the arrows over. They got pots and pans. They got entrenching tools. And they were trained to march some 20 miles in 5 hours, which is quite a fast march when you think about it. Can you? Don't knock the arrows over again, Derek, please. We've got various officers attached to us, looking first of all at the standard bearer called a signifer. So he carries this standard, this sign, to show the men in his century their own standard to follow. And you can see he's got a European brown bear over his helmet. He's followed by the Vexillarius, who carries a flag to show you which legion we've come from. And you can see, quite simply, if you do Roman numerals at school, LEG for legion and double X for...
Yeah, it does.
20! That took a lot of time, didn't it?
That was one big
20th
turn.
Legion. He's followed by a horn player, carries a large circular horn, used to relay commands in battle and on the march.
Get ready.
Someone's answering me.
I know you heard that.
What's he getting out in his car?
Here's the optio. Optio, the word option, chosen by the centurion, so it's a centurion's option to choose him. His badge as a ranker, of course, his crest, his staff, the ring on his finger. God, that would be a lovely find if you could find that metal detecting. You'd be on the front of all the newspapers, I'll tell you. And orders of the day here in this satchel. This is our third type of armour. This is Lorica Squamata scale armour, made of all these little brass scales, look. All attached to a jerkin underneath. And that weighs some 28 pounds in weight. Oh, I've forgotten me now, haven't I? I'm in the equipment of a Roman centurion at this time, and you can always tell the centurion it's the only rank where the crest goes across the helmet from side to side. I've also got greaves on my legs as a badge of office, a cloak on my shoulder, medals on my chest, and I carry a vine staff, part of my badge of office, but used on the men for casual corporal punishment. There was a centurion on the Rhine who was nicknamed Cado Alteram, which means in Latin, fetch me another, because he was always breaking his vine sticks on the backs of the soldiers.
Some kinky shit going down here, mate.
These men are auxiliary soldiers. The word auxiliary in Latin means helper. So just as we have auxiliary nurses, auxiliary firemen, they help the regular people, don't they? So these auxiliaries are non-Roman citizens who came into the Roman army for 25 years and get Roman citizenship after their 25 years. They have more simple equipment, brass helmets in most cases, mail shirts, double belts with swords and daggers, flat oval shields, and stabbing spears. And also a bit later you'll see they also use bows. Now don't go away, because we're going to show you some of the training of the soldiers, then some formations, and then we shall be shooting the 3 artillery pieces. And I say shoot, You can't fire them because you got no gunpowder. You can only fire something in the medieval time when you get gunpowder. So you'll be shooting them.
Didn't know they had microphones in the room.
I've been reminded we've not spoken of the Romano-British woman. This is the costume of a Romano-British woman. You can see it's quite modest with a tunica that comes right down to the ankle, a woolen tube of material on top of this, and lots of jewellery to pin the garments together. She tends to wear all her jewellery at one time because that would be a safe way of keeping it. It would also be good for metal detectorists 2,000 years later to find some of these bits of jewellery. She's got a leather pouch with her
Ganja.
bits and pieces in, and the Latin translation of the pouch is a scrotum. It's a bag for keeping things in. She's got a manicure set, something to clean her nails, etc. A little spoon to get the wax out of her ears. Right, now to the exercises, then the formations, then we'll shoot the artillery. Tente! Executor, subsectus, distinity, colorate!
Training, teamwork and discipline were the watchwords of the Roman army. And you're now about to see a bit of the training element. One Roman writer called practices bloodless battles and battles bloody training, if I'm allowed to say that. Here they are preparing, dividing into various groups, and this they did every day, so that when the actual real event came, they were used to what was going to happen, what the manoeuvres were. We've got a group of legionaries with their peeler, and they're about to throw them at the target. And there they go. And those are what they would throw at the beginning of the battle. In the foreground we've got a pair of auxiliaries and a pair of legionaries trained man-to-man fighting. Often it's a grudge from the pub last night. There they go. All the weapons they are using are wooden ones, wooden swords, wooden aspertilla and wicker shields, and these are heavier than the real things, so that when they came to use them properly, then that would be okay.
Geezer's just got well fucked up.
These two right in front of me are really giving it a go. And again, more peeler.
Shut up. Shut up.
Becoming quite vicious here. I'm going to move out of the way. Peeler again. The men would also practice marching. Strange as it seems, you had to be able to march to be a soldier. And the cornu signals the end of that exercise. You'll notice all the orders are given in Latin. Every soldier was expected to be able to understand Latin. If he could speak it and write it, then that will be a way of promotion, and we'll get him away from killing the trees. Right, here they form us again.
On the end, that's normal.
A bit slow on such a warm afternoon.
Intente! 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 Giuta portate!
We've worked out what the Latin means in a moment.
Dextros ite! Quattro ordines facite!
The standards were very important. Here they are at the front of the column. They were revered by each unit, and to lose them in battle was a great disgrace. So if the fighting got to the standard, then things were going very bad for them. The Romans liked to pick their battle sites, a nice open area where they could deploy all these tactics. if they got caught out in different landscapes, then the story was often different. In AD 9, 3 legions were lost in the forest in Germany because they were marching from one set of quarters to another, and they got the whole population of the camp with them, including any females that were around, children, baggage, and they were picked off one by one by the Celtic tribes, who incidentally were led by a man who was once in the Roman army, so he knew where the weaker points were. Right, they're forming up again to advance in open order. Standards have gone to the back, so they're protected, and here they come forward. Now this is where they would throw the peeler at you, but we want you to enjoy this sunny afternoon, so they're going to put them safely down onto the ground, and you'll just have to imagine that that has happened. And here they come, forward. Each man not only protecting himself, but keeping an eye open for his comrade on each side of him. The auxilia on the side, ready to mop up any problems that come from attack from sideways rather than front. Here they go. Here's the attack. And they turn, with the auxilia protecting their retreat. We're often asked why they seem to be relatively unarmed in their lower regions, and this really is because the Celtic armies had long slashing swords, not like the short stabbing swords of the Romans. So the protection they had was sufficient from the kind of attacks they would have. And round go the auxilia. Swords are sheathed. And they're now going to show you that famous formation, the testudo, or the tortoise, so called after the animal of that name. And this gives them protection from missiles, from encampments, from battlements. It would also protect engineers who might be underneath them, working away at walls or gates or doors. And again, you have the auxilia on the side.
Do a lot against petrol bombs.
A larger group of men would give you a much larger testudo, and also with shields along the side. But listeners, they call the step because only the front rank can see where they're going. So they're saying sit, left, to keep the step, left, right. And as they wheel, please give them some recognition, because that's really a difficult manoeuvre to accomplish. Thank you.
Yeah, Romans, we come back in time to the Roman Empire.
And again, back to the starting point to show you the third and final battle tactic.
It's that one getting shagged by the bear.
The nail or the wedge. Standards again are being held in the background
Fire off the
to protect them.
Yeah.
This one's led by the centurion. Centurions had a higher death rate than most of the legionaries. Obviously there were fewer of them, but they led from the front, very much so. And here they come. You need to pretend that you are the Celtic army. You may have armour, you may have weapons, but on the other hand you may not. You may be barefooted, bare-chested, and only have agricultural implements to protect you. So you decide, as this group advances on you, will you hold your ground or will you part? This particular tactic was used until relatively recently on the rugby field, until it was banned for being far too dangerous. Right, here they come, threatening you with their menacing strikes of their swords on their shields. Right, will you stand?
Hey Mickey, you're so fine, you're so fine, you blow my mind. Hey Mickey. Hey Mickey.
Here they come.
Awesome.
Yourself there, Rob, a little bit.
Oh dear.
I hope you're all this to fight
Got a
for the
little dribble
day,
there, Rob.
even if you were a bit scared. Very quick to regain the formation. That's when they are at their most vulnerable.
Dennis, record!
Sword sheath.
Detail. I'm Mr. Skater tape. Calarate.
And they're now dismissing to give you a demonstration of Roman artillery. We have got, when my colleague has finished telling you, we have got three items. The largest one close to me is called Onager, the wild axe, because of its so named because of its tip on recoil. Each of the instruments are powered by skeins of rope. Could be sinew, could even be with stone wool, but because we love your fields, we're going to shoot melons. On my far right, we have a ballista which again shoots stone balls. But this time it's onions. And on my near right, we've got the catapulta which shoots bolts. And in the middle, right in front of me, we've got an auxiliary group of archers, Sagittari, preparing their bows, ready to shoot at the target straight ahead of them. Right, catapulta is going, that's a test shot, ballista is winding. All these are powered by the skeined rope which I told you about before. Onager is signalling that it's prepared and ready to shoot.
This is what this machine is shooting. Probably if it hit you, it's probably go straight to
Whoa.
Ow!
And that was
That went off quite a bit, didn't it?
He's not very good at
the
it.
walls of a cavern.
Catapult!
The catapulta is ready and going, and got the target.
Good. I'll make
And
it
bad,
when I
isn't
get home.
it?
I'm going to get up my shed tomorrow night.
Ballista is signalling it's ready. The bulls which the Centurion has just been showing to you, the end of one was found in a skeleton at Dorchester from Maiden Castle.
Very heavy one. Catapulta Yakita!
I don't think I need to make a comment to the Onager crew are entertaining you sufficiently. Arrowheads are things you may well find. The metal tip again will be what's preserved in the soil. Off the archers go. And some have found their shot. Catapulta is ready. And the Onager goes. Really high shot. And there's the end of a lovely melon.
That's brilliant, that, isn't it?
We need to be careful. We don't want to take the bus out.
Oh, that'd be fun.
Archers again.
Centurio!
Off goes the ballista. No.
Catapulta Yakita!
Catapulta. Onager being wound back. Archers, a good high shot there. Archers again. A big shower of arrows. Think of those descending on you. Ballista. A good thud from that onion. And now they're going to adjust the instrument to do a high trajectory shot.
Wind it back.
I want to see where rocking. See how different that goes.
Yeah.
Thank you, archers. That was an excellent display. The ballista is being wound back.
Was that you?
Kneel down, kneel down.
Fucking hell, geezer.
Watch the ballista at the far end of the arena. On my extreme right. Going for a high shot. See the angle. Almost impossible to see because of the sun, but it did go very high. Look at the angle of the instrument to check the trajectory. Monica is ready. Monica. Well over into the field. That, ladies and gentlemen, is a demonstration of Roman artillery.
Spartacus there, nearly done himself.
Before we do the final salute, just to remind you, tell other people, we shall be here tomorrow doing displays at 12 o'clock and 3 o'clock. But we shall also be in the beer tent tonight. Not in kit. Right? We'll be in the beer tent, but not like that.
I think he did.
He just casually did it.
It was getting on and on and on, didn't
Were you
it?
filming? Did you?
Yeah, that would have caught that, mate. I'm fucking filming. I was like, what the fuck? It's on your knees, bitch.
Scooter portate! Pila portate! Signaconium procadite!
A lot of potatoes in this, isn't there? Yeah, potato.
Sidium procadite! Right, ladies and gentlemen, thanks for staying with us. We're now going to our camp. Come and talk to us on our camp. Ladies in particular, grab yourself a Roman soldier and examine his armour and equipment.
Yeah, because you can't get balls straight away.
Thank you very much, thank you.
the famous sponge and stick. Football.
Yeah, this is for brain surgery. This is the we've lost our string. Basically, we just you saw it actually just
Yes.
they do Japan. This is for Japan. And they did survive. There's evidence from ancient cultures, vastly predate modern history, where the wounds were healing. So it was something else that carried the person over.
What was this one?
This is called a sistrum. This is really no strictly medical thing. It's kind of, hey, we got some guys gonna have leg amputated, scare the the bad vibes, bad luck, alert the gods, need your help kind of routine. This is the one thing that Nelson would not have recognized. Nelson's surgeons. But vast majority of the stuff Nelson's surgeons would have recognized. That's just a clamp.
We can do much in these gullies. Do you want to go to these? Oh, let's join it.
I've done all that. Oh my god!
Is that when you go and double straw? Yeah, you do.
Holy mother of fuck.
Fade music, fade graphics, and we're out.